Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Heavy Arms Zero, aka Ford, who is in the Gym Dominance Underwater type in the situation battle for last week and this week. This is a round from last week, so if they have adjusted things, your results may vary. But Gym Dominance Underwater type is a pretty solid suit. It has a heat rod type weapon with a fairly wide hitbox because it's a big old claw on a string. The claw can also be used while attached to the arm as another melee weapon, so yeah, it's got a lot going for it. Like I said, I think they adjusted the stats after last week. I can't say for sure. I haven't looked that up yet, but yeah, again, Gym Dominance Underwater is good. Yeah, as you can see, that the claw in heat rod mode causes heavy stagger. I want to say it may cause knockdown in claw mode, regardless of which hit you use, but I could be wrong about that. I have not used this in a while, so... And, Memory of a Goldfish, as I have probably mentioned before. Actually, I can remember mentioning that before, so yeah, that's... Take the small victories. And let's see, getting out of the way of that Juagu and trying to, charge the rifle, get around a better place. Yeah, I think that's the level 3 or 4 AG, and it seems to me to be a lot more durable than the level 1 and 2. Of course, again, stats do get tweaked for this, so the real ones, who knows? But they are in the game now. I believe they're part of the set of limited missions that are up now, along with the level 4 Shin Matsunagazaku. So yeah, a couple of good kills there. And let's see. I'm not sure. I think it has aquatic mobile shooting. Not 100% sure on that, though. Okay, Haigog gets stunned. Does have some good missiles. I believe you can fire them all boosting like the rest of the Aqua family. And yeah. So far, so good. Good shot there. Charging beam rifles are fun. Again, it's still my favorite weapon. I think, again, I've said it before, I think they help me stop and think about where I'm shooting before I shoot sometimes. But that said, they also have a good range on them, so... And it's nice to see even Heavy, who is a really excellent player, just sometimes has shots that go wild, so it's... that's kind of reassuring on some level. Let's see, Zogak got stunned. Anchor missed everything. But, let's see. Rifle didn't, though. And there's the anchor. That AG, I think, has had its defense buffed to hell and back, because that is... I do not feel like a stock AG would survive that at any level I've seen. Again, don't have the 2 new ones yet. I'm probably just going to try and space the rated matches necessary, because I'm not good at space, so failure stings less there. Let's see, 3559 to 3085, that's not bad. And, yeah, apologies if I'm, once again... Okay, yeah, there's aquatic mobile shooting in action. Good shot there. And, yeah, good combo, so... Yeah, like I said, this thing has a lot of good weapons. This is definitely the kind of suit that can be really overbearing in the right situation. Like I've mentioned before, the Federation, in most of the rounds I've played on this situation battle, has had a hard time, so... with the way things are balanced here, overbearing is probably just about right. A lot of what makes it overbearing is things that are useful in one-on-one, and with the big open underwater spaces here, there's not a lot of that going on. I think that's the big sticking point, for lack of a better word, for a lot of the Federation suits. Almost all the Federation aquatic suits are really good one-on-one suits. And most good one-on-one suits can work great in a team if they work together. But just, that instinct to isolate people and take them on one at a time if possible is real. And when you can't do that, what do you do? And the answer is, of course, my default first piece of advice for new GBO2 players, which is stick with the team and shoot what they shoot, which is what Heavy is doing. And it is working very well. They've got an 800-point lead, which, again, for this setup, pretty great. And yeah, they are all holding together fairly well. I am trying at the moment to get rounds with some of the things that are now usable on ground, the GP1FB, the Gym Cannon space type, the Zaku mine layer, and such. And I had another couple of rounds today where just the problem kept happening, which is basically the problem I have playing with randoms on GBO2, which is that 3 members of my team were surrounding and killing one person, and the other 4 people were killing the other, 2-3 members of our team. So, yeah, just I feel like, trying to internalize a rule of 2 mobile suits per customer might be a good idea. It's what I've been trying to do. If there's 2 people on something, and I can find something else to be fighting, somebody else to go help, that I think can be very valuable. So it's just a theory. Anything I have to say about this game is just a theory. Things that have worked for me, things I want to try. I don't know, just not feeling particularly confident about anything today, which could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Yeah, they are Heavy's team pulling ahead pretty nicely here with about a minute to go, 77.85 to 6,096. And yeah, there's that low health person over there. There we go. And Heavy was just basically waiting for any ranged weapon to become available to deal with that, and finally got one. Yep, and again, there's 2-on-2 over there. So he's off to deal with the Ag. Again, because of type advantage, good choice to deal with the Ag as well. And, yep. Did not pay enough attention, so the Ag got grazed by the pick, which is the important thing. Yeah, the Ag, that is, was not paying attention, is what I mean. Yeah, so finished that off fairly quickly. And back to the rest of the team. Because, yeah, this will help even up the odds in this engagement a little bit. Again, yeah, I feel, just figuring out where the best place for you to be is the hard part. And again, like I said, I have ideas about it, things I need to test, and, if I get them right, just kind of keep in mind, and, what mind, that's the trick. Let's see. All right. But yeah, this is a pretty solid win. Heavy did some really good work, showed off the kind of combos the Dominance Underwater can do. And yeah, that is a Federation win on this map, which, again, especially in week 1, is hard. 127,000 damage and 3309, a full third of the team's score, 7-1. Really nice. Thank you for sending this my way, Heavy. I really appreciate it. And that is going to do it for this Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So I got the Robot Spirits Gundam Mark II version anime on Wednesday. That is a really nice figure. I mean, if you've seen any of the Robot Spirits figures, you have the anime, the Ver anime specifically, you have an idea of what they're like. Most of the articulation, most of the features are pretty similar to what you'd see on any of the other Gundams, something like that. It has the extra joints in the upper torso that kind of lets it squish together to make for better double-handed poses. It has kneecap armor that moves when you bend the knees. Stuff like that. The things that are unique to the Mark II that I really appreciate is there's a scene in one of the first few episodes of Zeta Gundam, I want to say 3 or 4, where Camille pulls the beam saber, and you can just kind of see it tilt forward off of the storage rack for him to be able to grab it. And versions of the Mark II I've had over the years have done that. It just has not been very stable. Once you tilt it out, the saber wants to fall off. I had the original Master Grade, that was an issue. The extended MS in Action, I don't even think had a tilt. It just, you could nudge it forward a little bit, but it would fall off. This, you tilt it forward, it stays on. It's excellent. Another excellent feature that I have not seen on an action figure of the Mark II before is the shield actually slides together to collapse. Most versions at the toy size, they just tab apart and you put them back together in the other position. You know, just kind of take the bottom of the shield off and stick it further up the shield so that it's collapsed. This actually slides, so it's a really nice feature. And again, the thing that I wanted it for the most, it is on model. It has the thicker lower legs that have gradually vanished from modern versions of the Mark II. The face is just absolutely gorgeous. It is 100% accurate to the original model sheet. It looks great. I only have one thing about the figure that I'm not super thrilled with, and it's a little tiny nitpick. The pistons in the ankles, they do not move. They're just there, and if you bend things exactly the right way, you can just kind of see where they're just hanging there, being not quite real pistons. Both the original Master Grade and the extended MS in Action, those moved. So that is something that can be done. They just chose not to do it this time, and it's a valid choice, but just the thing is so close to what I feel would be the perfect representation of the Mark II that it does feel a little bit like an oversight. But again, it's a great figure, so, very minor complaint.